Hello everybody and welcome back to another video of Let's Talk Upper Cervical. I have with me David Pridmore. He's been a patient of Dr. Scott Baker's and he has quite a story to tell. He's had some significant health issues in the past, and thanks for being here, David.
Well, thank you for having me. I'd just like to tell everybody what upper cervical has done for me, and really basically what brought me to this point and to Dr. Baker. First of all, I suffer from Meniere's disease. Meniere's disease is a disorder of the middle ear. And I've been having this attacks of this. I've had this disease since I was an early teenager, so I say 13, 14 years old, and now I'm 60. But this started a long time ago with dizzy spells, where the room would go around so bad that you felt like you just got off of the merry-go-round. I couldn't even stand up. I would fall down. Also had awful nausea, and I would be in the bed for days. Just could not move, could not eat, could not sleep. It was just awful. And the symptoms would subside for a while, and then a year or two later I would have another attack, and this went on through my life until a few years ago it started getting worse and worse. And what I did is I followed the regular medical procedure, and I went to my ear, nose, and throat doctor. He conferred with the Medical University of Charleston, and they came up with a plan. They decided that my problem was in my left ear, my equilibrium, and the thought was if they destroyed the problem, the equilibrium in my left ear, that my right equilibrium would eventually take over for my body, and that would fix the problem. However, that did not actually work. Now, I don't have the dizzy spells anymore. That has gone. I have to give them that. But what it left me with is a sensation of like I've had too much to drink. I've had one too many alcoholic drinks. It's like, that's the only thing I can say. It's sort of a dizzy, unbalanced feeling like you need to hand the keys to someone to drive you home from a night of drinking or something. But that's the way I feel now, 24/7. My body has adjusted. I do walk with a wider stance. I have more careful movements. I'm more aware of my surroundings. So you do adjust, and that's something I guess I have to live with, since that's what the medical people did. Now, I found out about upper cervical through my niece, who is a speech pathologist. She's a very smart girl, has a PhD. And her children were constantly getting sick when they would go to school, and she found out about upper cervical, had them adjusted, excuse me, and of course they never got the sickness anymore. And she wanted me to try it, so I did. And immediately, my first treatment, I felt a difference right off the bat. I never knew I had a sinus problem, but after my first treatment, I felt like my sinuses just were completely drained and opened up like they never have been. I could breathe better just instantly. I went to, of course, a different upper cervical doctor to start with because I didn't know about Dr. Baker here. But since I've been going to Dr. Baker, well, let me back up just a moment. When I was under the medical care, I would have days that I would be very weak. I would have to stay in bed 2 or 3 days. My appetite decreased. I got down to 150 pounds, to where I'm 6'3", so I should weigh 180, 185. So I lost a lot of weight. Was going downhill pretty fast, and I found Dr. Baker, and he started treating me. And As of today, I weigh 180 pounds. I've gained a lot of weight. I eat better, I sleep better, my digestive system is better. I feel taller, if that's possible. I sleep good. It's just helped me tremendously. I wish I had done this and knew about the upper cervical before I went to the medical route. I really do, but you know, the damage has been done, and I have to live with that. But I feel like going through the upper cervical has helped me tremendously. I just feel great. I used to have a lot of arthritis. Could hardly bend over without just moaning and groaning, but now my arthritis is gone, and that was something I did not expect. It's something I never even told them about, but it's totally gone away. And so
you had said earlier to me that your past diagnosis was not good. You were expected by your previous doctor to be in a wheelchair pretty soon, and
yes, the neurologist that I was going to, my prognosis with him, he had other people who had Meniere's disease. And I asked him, I said, what should I expect from here on out? And his answer was, from you walking now, you'll be going to a cane eventually. And then after that, you'll be in a wheelchair. And that's what your outlook is going to be. So that's what the medical field thinks of this, and I'm thankful that I can show them a different David one day, and maybe go in and say I'm not going to go in that wheelchair.
And your wife had told me earlier, she'd said that it kind of just seemed like you were dying, as time went on, and it just really seemed that way.
It's slowly, yeah, because I had no appetite. I was losing weight. I was susceptible to all kind of diseases, I guess, and felt bad. You were just, I had a real bad attitude and very depressed. And now, like I said, I'm 180 pounds. I'm gaining weight. I'm playing golf and
wow,
doing it much better. So I would recommend this highly to anyone who suffers from anything, really. I guess they cover pretty much everything. But, the arthritis was a big surprise.
We've turned out to be quite a spokesperson for the clinic here, so it's quite a thing when somebody with your sort of health, past health, gets improved so much. And it's good to hear your story. And
well, it's good to help someone who has spent all this time and money and on drugs through the regular medical field. Now I know our doctors are necessary, God bless them, but they are alternatives, and that's what I feel like people need to look at. They need to look at the testimonials. They need to listen, and I feel like this is the way to go. It's less invasive, and it's I think God made your body in a perfect body, and if you just take care of it, and you should be able to live out a good long life.
All right, well, thank you so much, David. Thank you, everybody, for watching this, and please tune in again for another video of Let's Talk Upper Cervical.